Good afternoon and welcome to Lunchtime Poetry. I'm Lorie and I'm a librarian at Manlius Library. You probably know that today is Friday, but what you might not know is that this has been National Library Week. And I think I can speak for librarians across the country and mostly around the world when I say we miss you. We miss our libraries, we miss the books, and most of all, we miss you, our patrons. So it has been my absolute joy to bring you this poetry every day at noon. And today, in celebration of National Library Week, I am going to read you some poems about libraries. And the first one I'm going to read to you is called Library Poem by Julia Donaldson. Everyone is welcome to walk through the door. It really doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. There are books in boxes and books on shelves. They're free for you to borrow, so help yourselves. Come and meet your heroes, old and new, from William the Conqueror to Winnie the Pooh. You can look in the mirror or read the Times or bring along a toddler to chant some rhymes. The librarian's a friend who loves to lend, so see if there's a book that she can recommend. Read that book, and if you're bitten, you can borrow all the other ones the author's written. Are you into battles or biography? Are you keen on gerbils or geography? Gardening or ghosts, sharks or science fiction? There's something here for everyone, whatever your addiction. There are students revising deep in concentration and school kids doing projects, finding inspiration. Over in the corner, there's a table with seating, so come along and join in the book club meeting. Yes, come to the library, browse and borrow, and help make sure it'll still be here tomorrow. And that's by Julia Donaldson. She is a children's author who wrote The Gruffalo. And that's called Library Poem. The next one I'm going to read is called My First Memory of Librarians by Nikki Giovanni. This is my first memory. A big room with heavy wooden tables that sat on a creaky wood floor. A line of green shades, banker's lights, down the center. Heavy oak chairs that were too low, or maybe I was simply too short for me to sit in and read, so my first book was always big. In the foyer, up 4 steps, a semicircle desk presided to the left side of the card catalog. On the right, newspapers draped over what looked like a quilt rack, magazines face out from the wall. The welcoming smile of my librarian, the anticipation in my heart, all those books, another world, just waiting at my fingertips. And that's My First Memory of Librarians by Nikki Giovanni. And the last one I'm going to read is called Don't Go Into the Library by Alberto Rios. The library is dangerous. Don't go in. If you do, you know what will happen. It's like a pet store or a bakery. Every single time you'll come out of there holding something in your arms. Those novels with their big eyes and those no-nonsense, all-muscle greyhounds and Dobermans, all non-fiction and business, cuddly when they're young, but then the first page is turned. The donut scent of it all, knowledge, the aroma of coffee being made. In all those books, something for everyone. The deli offerings of civilization itself. The library is the book of books, its concrete and wood and glass covers, keeping within them the very big, very long history of everything. The library is dangerous, full of answers. If you go inside, you may not come out the same person who went in. And that's called Don't Go Into the Library by Alberto Rios. And I can honestly say that the first time I went into a library, I came out a very different person, and I knew right then that I was going to be a librarian. I hope that you have enjoyed today's edition of Lunchtime Poetry. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend. Happy Library Week. And I'll see you here tomorrow at noon on the Manlius Library YouTube channel. If you have any comments or questions or favorite poems you'd like to share, leave a comment on the video or send me an email at lfinger@manliuslibrary.org. Have a great day.